have my trusty bottle. We can start now. Hey guys, what's up? It's Sachika. Welcome to my channel. I hope you're having a great day. Today I thought I would talk about how to pick your A-level subjects. I know this was a huge struggle for me when I was starting my A-levels. I know it was a huge struggle for the IB kids, even though they had it a little bit easier than we did. They had so many restrictions in place with the subjects. They could choose one from each group and this and that and whatnot. For us, it was relatively easier because we had no restrictions at all except one, but that was just put in place by our school and it wasn't really a board restriction, so again, none at all. When I first posted my A-level tips and tricks video, which was a couple of weeks back, I got a DM from a guy who was just starting his A-levels and he said he needed help picking the subjects, and I was like over the moon because someone actually contacted me about it. Also, side note, I know I said I'd be experimenting with the background, replacing this wall in the back, but I just didn't like the eventual look of that. I did it for the last 2 videos and it didn't work out. So we are back to this very authentic desk, guitar, poster, me setup. Yeah, okay, let's go. Now, there are 3 kinds of people. 3 kinds of A-level students in particular. Let me just... Okay, there are 3 kinds of A-level students. 1, people who know exactly what they want. 2, people who know which umbrella stream they want to get into, but they don't know the exact course or paths they want to take. And 3, people who know nothing at all. Completely undecided and way over their heads, and they feel overwhelmed all the time, and it is not good for you. So I'm here to take away some of your stress. First, I want to tell you guys what the restrictions my school had in place were. Now, they actually offered a lot of A-level subjects comparatively, and so they had split them up into 5 groups. Each group of subjects was taught at the exact same time. So group number 1 was English, group number 2 was maths, because a lot of people took those 2. Especially students who wanted to stay in India. English was a compulsory requirement, math was not, but you know. So a lot of people, they were probably the most commonly taken subjects, and so they each had a group of their own. Group number 3, I don't know if I have the order correct as to which group was number 3, 4 and 5, but I know I may be even missing out on a couple of subjects, but here it goes. Group number 3 had art chem business. Yeah, that's about it, I think. Group number 4 had physics, psychology, IT, accounting, if I'm not wrong, and that's it. Group number 5 had biology, computer science, history, and something else. So basically my school had a huge range of selections, but we could only pick one subject from each group, even though I know a couple of people who did an overlap thing. Like for example, there was a guy who took both physics and IT, which were happening at the same time, but he taught himself IT. He didn't attend the class, he did attend physics class though. He was with me in physics class. Now my subjects, if you haven't heard me say it before and are new to my channel, were English, math, physics and art. And because I took art, I didn't take chemistry. Because I took physics, I didn't take psychology or IT. It was all, yeah, you get it. Now, this is advice that I would give to people who are new to the board and are picking their subjects for the first time. Now I know not all schools have these restrictions in place, and therefore picking subjects is a lot harder, but you can make it work. So to the first group of people who are very decided on what their career path is, I would say do research on your dream college and your safety colleges all the way from dream to you would be okay with it, to safety colleges, do as much research as possible and look at their prerequisite subject requirements. Now I say this because I applied to art and design college and I didn't need art and design as a subject, and I took it and I regret it. So there might be times you think you need a subject when you really don't, or there might be times when you think you don't need a subject when you really do. I think one deceptive thing like this is when you're applying for pre-med to the US, you don't need biology, you need physics and chemistry, which is strange to everybody, but it's true. Yeah, that's what I can say about people who know what they want to do. Number 2, people who have a broader stream in mind, but not a narrower one. For example, there are people who have design in their head, but they don't know what in design. Fashion, product, graphic, interior, architecture, whatever. That's one. Second, or like, you want to do commerce, but you don't know what. You don't know what they want to do. Accounting, business, economics, whatever. Chances are your universities would only require the broadest subject out of the stream. For example, if you say commerce, I figure that the universities would require economics mainly. But if you have a very specific course, then they would require either accounting or business or whatever is available. Now, so I would recommend picking the broadest subject in your stream, and then if you have leftover subjects, for example, let's say you're doing commerce, you take economics and you take math, but you don't want to take English and you need a third subject to graduate, so you decide to take one narrower subject like, let's say, accounting or business, whichever interests you more. Or if you have economics under your belt and you have math under your belt, I would actually recommend taking something completely different, because A-levels is your last chance to experiment, honestly. I would recommend picking something totally out of the blue, like history or something that you enjoy doing, but is still not part of your career path at all. I think it makes things a lot easier if you enjoy what you're doing rather than if you just do it for the sake of getting into university. Of course, getting into university is your topmost priority if you want to. If after A-levels you decide let's not go to uni, that's totally fine too. But I'm just saying, getting to university is your topmost priority. Second priority is having fun. Because yeah, just have fun with it. I keep saying this, the same thing over and over, but like I said, just have fun with it. Category number 3. People who don't know what they want to do at all, they have no clue in life. These are the best kind of people, honestly. They're, I've realized, the most fun to hang around with because they're so confused. But I'm not trying to make fun of these kinds of people. If you are one of those people, that's totally okay. Not everybody knows what they want to do. We're still young, still have time to figure it out in life. And yeah. So, if you're one of the people who doesn't know what they want to do at all, I would say pick a subject from each and every single stream. For example, pick one science, the easiest one that you find easiest. Pick one commerce subject, the easiest one, usually economics. Pick one humanities subject, history, psychology, whichever you want. And pick one generic subject like math or English. Then you do this for year 1. In my school, after we gave our AS-level exams, we had the option to drop a subject. For our A-level exams, a lot of people dropped English as a result of that. And yeah, okay, what I'm trying to say is, after you finish your first year, if you do give your AS-levels in 4 subjects, that's great in fact. And you have the chance to drop to 3 after that, or even just you start off with 4 and even if you give all your exams together at the A level and you start off with 4 and you want to drop to 3, I would say drop the one that you enjoy the least. For example, let's say you've made up your mind that it's between commerce and humanities for you, and science has no place in that. then example, you did physics or chemistry, you drop it. Drop it. Like a hot potato. Drop it. Other than that, I would say, now my last piece of advice to you is, whatever board you did before your A-levels, like I did IG, most people in the UK would do GCSEs, some people do the American board, some people over here do all the Indian boards that are available, ICSE, ISE, whatever, CBSE, this, that, whatnot. Take subjects that you've taken before. Don't start a completely new concept or subject in grade 11 and 12. It's not worth it. It just adds to your stress, and that's crazy. For example, I was a physics student. In grade 12 for math, we had an option between mechanics and statistics too, because we gave statistics 1 as a compulsory component of AS. And my dad told me, he said, why the hell, so I wanted to take statistics too. So but my dad is like, why the hell would you want to start completely anew? Just take mechanics and you have one subject less to worry about. So what I'm trying to tell you guys is, and that just basically makes your life easier, what I'm trying to tell you guys is just pick a subject that you have done before, unless there is a condition to this, unless your school didn't offer it at a lower level. For example, my school doesn't offer psychology at the IG level, but they do in the A levels. And I don't really know what else to tell you guys about this, except that do make sure that you're not taking too much pressure and stress. That's not what school is about. You should enjoy it as much as you can. Of course, you should worry about getting to university and doing well and, you know, being good at what you do, but also have fun. I didn't have fun with it. Just go have fun with it. Like seriously, I cannot say this enough. And that's all I have for you guys. So hopefully this helped. If it did, then leave a like, comment, whatever. I am doing more A-level and college videos in the future, so if you want that, then subscribe. Oh, also let me know if this helped you in the comments. Also, you feel free to DM me on Instagram if you need any more advice. I will do my very best to help you and advise you. If I can't, then I'll point you to one of my friends who will, I'm sure, be happy to help. And also, I know this video is coming out at a sort of bad time because people have either already picked their subjects or not. I don't know where I was going with that. There's no either or here. People have picked their subjects. So if you have an option to change your subjects, which is still open to you, and this advice helps you change those subjects, please go ahead and do so. But otherwise, this is probably a universal video that's there for literally everybody in the world. If it helped you, and I'm sure it'll continue to help people in the future. So good luck and bye. Those took 2 subjects. What else? Let me think about this. Oh my god. For fuck's sake.